This nigga put his glass shades on. The dog got room to see.
All right, are we recording now?
Yeah, we
All right,
record, dog.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, let's just start it off right quick, man. Hey, this is the Premeditated Lies Podcast. I am the formerly diabolical. I'm the celestial.
Nick,
Yet debonair. I go by the name of Smooth. And to my left, that's my guy, Madman Vaughn, y'all.
Vaughn in the building, Premeditated Lies.
And to his left, his big brother. It's my guy, there, for real. Mr. Campone.
run that by me one more time. What did you say you were again?
Huh?
Run that by me one more time.
I'm the celestial, dog.
The celestial.
Hey, listen.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's finish the intro. Let's get to our guest. To my left.
Hey, y'all. I'm Taya Lanti, your former bartender. Well, former dancer. Now bartender.
I knew it.
And
It was going to come out eventually, so.
And to her left.
What's going on, man? D-boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so bland and so plain. I'll warm up, but yeah, they call me D-boy.
All right.
What's up?
Now back to you.
Okay.
Hit me with the explanation.
Say
the word one more time though.
Celestial.
It's a heavenly
Now,
body.
What's up?
Because I used to be the diabolical. And it's power in the tongue.
But you said
Trust
both.
me, I know. So diabolical is devilish, celestial is angelic. And y'all know I've been in a funk for a minute, dog. I've been down bad, nigga, since January.
Yeah.
So, hey, let me goddamn change how I'm thinking, change how I view myself. You know what I'm saying? Get my shit back right. Shit, I even went to church Sunday. I ain't been to church in about 10 years, dog. You know
Not
what
you,
I'm saying?
boy.
I went back to church, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool.
We gonna get to that.
Let's get to it.
Nah, we ain't
get
gonna
to
crack it
it.
off
No,
right
no,
now.
no,
We gotta
whenever
warm
you
up to
ready,
that.
Whenever you ready.
Yeah, we gotta warm up to that. But we gonna get to that.
Okay.
But I like that though. All right, angelic.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Power of the tongue. For
What's
sure.
up? Yeah.
Because that bitch
The
from
tongue
high
is
school,
real.
because the power of
Once
the
you
tongue,
speak,
she's
it's-
still tripping, dog. You know what I'm saying? He got that. He was up there on MySpace. I ain't even got no MySpace no more, dog. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So,
no,
shit.
MySpace.
But y'all know how it go. How was the past week for y'all?
It was good. How was the past week for you?
You was just
That
good?
was it. All right, you feel me?
Like, it was
it's
good.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
we
good.
ain't had no eventful weekend.
Oh yeah,
Well,
for
past
sure.
week.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
for
say,
sure.
Every
Yesterday
day.
we got
DT
on
was
a
in
boat, boy.
town
We were
every
going
time.
crazy. Going crazy.
How your past week, man?
My week was cool, man.
Did you go fishing?
A lot of self-reflecting. No, I didn't go fishing because that was going to go raining. A lot of self-reflecting. Got myself together. You know what I'm saying? Try to get closer to God because a lot of shit I was trying to do by myself, I couldn't do it, dog.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But we'll talk about that later, though.
Yeah,
for
that's-
sure. I like that. How y'all past week was?
It was a roller coaster.
It was a roller coaster.
It
Why was it a roller coaster?
But I think it was more so like Goliath instead of the Cyclone, the little wooden one that's at the front of 6. For real though, nah, it was a roller coaster. A lot of things happened, but I kind of bounced right back. So
Okay, so
wasn't
more
too-
like an eye opener.
yeah,
Okay,
I
for
learned
sure.
a lot this week. Most
Respect.
definitely.
Cool, yeah.
Respect. You?
Yeah, mine was cool, man. Got a new toy from the kids. I mean, it's cool,
Yeah,
pretty cool.
something
pretty
regular.
Cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
then you got them temp fade grades like you a rich nigga, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm a rich nigga, bro.
Okay, I'm just
You
saying.
got the feeling before
You
you
just look
really
studious.
I look
You know what I'm
studious.
saying?
Yeah,
You
don't
look
make me
studious.
pull out my damn glasses and get to really looking studious. You know what I
Like
mean?
you'll put on a real nice bow tie real quick.
I think I clean up well. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well,
nah, my
that's
past
nice,
week was
man.
cool, man. I celebrated a birthday last Monday.
Hey, man.
Oh, happy
Gemini
birthday.
season.
Always a
Appreciate
blessing to be a
that.
year older, man.
We went crazy. We was on the boat yesterday. It got a little rocky, but before that, it was Gucci.
Y'all was on the boat. I know y'all went on Lanier on the boat.
Crazy. You
Oh,
know
okay.
niggas don't go to Lanier.
I was about to
Yeah.
say,
You feel me?
What?
We was out there in Lake Alatuna.
Alatuna. All right, yeah, okay, good,
You know what I'm
good,
saying?
good.
Niggas don't go to Lanier.
No,
Picture
sir.
on Instagram, man. Some niggas trying to be too hard. I seen y'all with life jackets.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many
Nigga,
people
hey,
on the
some
boat
niggas
had
tryna
on
be
the
cool,
life
fuck
jacket?
Nah, I had to make sure everybody had on a life jacket because really we was, you feel me, we drinking, so I want to make sure everybody
Everybody
safe,
had on one.
even if they could swim. It was
Oh.
like one person, you feel me, let's
And I
slide.
seen y'all beating the system too
What you mean?
with them the bottom of that water bottle. I said,
Oh,
these niggas
yeah.
smart, dog. I said,
We had no
I'm
cups
saying?
on
We
there.
had no cups.
We just had to improvise. They had the little mini water bottles. We had a cooler. They had a cooler. They
That's
had
a
the
little
mini
quick
water bottles.
shot
We had the
glass,
drinks.
too.
Yeah, I
So
see.
it was
Easy little
straight.
pour.
Because I know y'all ain't supposed to be drinking on that goddamn
No,
boat.
you know what I'm
I said,
saying?
they trying to
We
trick the
drinking
system.
water.
Bro.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's drunk.
He still drunk yesterday.
I didn't.
Sam,
I
can
just
get
want
a
to.
little-
I
some
just
of
want
the
to clarify
napkins?
the record. I did not do that.
Hey, throw me that, please. I get them straight, man.
Oh, no. Pass me some of them, Sam. Appreciate it.
Damn,
All right, bet.
rest of your Hennessy though?
I know. It just made me upset.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, when
Hey,
you
he
get
was
drunk, I
really,
just put that
He
shit
took
down,
the
bro.
rest of my Hennessy, so there's no more dark left.
Out there having a little cool time. You got to get out there.
Oh,
You.
I'm scared of that water. I love the fish, dog.
already
I'm a
knowing.
bank fisherman, dog. I don't get
Come
no
on, man.
water, man.
That
You
boy
gotta
from
get in the
Mississippi,
What's the
boy.
I
difference?
can't swim.
That boy from Mississippi, that boy need cornfields and stuff like that to feel comfortable.
So you'll go fishing, but you won't get on like
I
a.
fish from the bank.
fish
I
from
ain't
the
doing
shore.
all that
Like,
shit.
he
I
just
ain't
not
getting
going
no
on the
boat.
boat.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
fishing from the shore. You're not
Hell
getting
yeah.
in the water.
Ain't no shore. The shore is on the coastline. I'm fishing from the bank. I'm on a pond, a lake. You know what I'm saying?
Alright,
man.
alright.
Shit.
Alright,
Ain't doing
that
none of
makes a lot
shit,
more sense.
dog. You know what I'm saying?
It's weak. You don't got to get in the water. You just got to go.
What?
You
Right.
still can slide on the boat.
Yeah,
You
the
still
boat,
on
you not in
flat
the water.
ground.
Yeah, you still on the boat, bro.
What the hell that mean?
You know how to
It's
swim?
peaceful.
Ask
You don't
them-
have to
ask-
swim.
Is that what?
You know how to swim?
Is that a fat joke? Hell no.
Well, I mean,
Fat
shit, if
people
you-
that know how to swim.
But if you was
I
fat, you
can't
might be a little
swim,
more
dog.
buoyant.
That's why I'm not getting that water.
Well,
You ain't got to get in.
yeah.
You got to be on the boat.
Be on the
Right.
boat.
Where's the boat?
You ever been on a cruise?
water.
The boat is in the water, but you're
You're
not
not in the
touching the water.
Where you at?
What happened to the boat?
Please help, bro.
Nothing, God willing.
Watch
What?
this. Watch this.
Please
The
help us logic.
Titanic sank and the SS Minnow sank. The biggest and the smallest. The fuck I ain't fucking with that
Well, I
shit.
mean, you get on these interstates every day. It's car crashes every day.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Will you get on the airplane?
Same
I
concept.
get on that plane.
Same like
Same exact thing.
planes
9/11
crash, cars
happened.
crash. Like
Planes
over
crash
there,
all the time.
You come back.
Helicopters
Oh,
crash
yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
as a matter of fact, you probably more safe on the boat than you are driving on 285.
Oh,
Exactly.
y'all trying to say I'm a little bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, pretty much.
Get on the boat.
Okay.
Quote
Get on the
unquote.
boat.
Ain't no quote,
If we
unquote.
made it through what we made it through yesterday, you gonna make it through.
Nigga, that
One
rainstorm with no hurricane.
One second on the boat.
Man, what? It felt like, boy, what?
Ah,
it got
no.
real out there. I ain't even
That's
gonna
kind of
lie.
crazy because I was on the road when
I
that
would've
jump
been
was happening,
scared,
man.
okay.
And I got caught up in what was it, Knoxville, because a tree fell down over the road, and they had to come cut the tree out. But it was yeah, that thing was pretty bad. Though.
Tree fell
I
on
would've been
somebody's car yesterday.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
What?
smashed their back window.
Damn.
yeah, so it's pretty tough.
Driving in Atlanta.
So
is
it got real,
definitely
and
a
the
death
power
sentence.
went out in a lot of places yesterday.
Driving in Atlanta
That
is a
shit
death
got
sentence,
hectic. I'm
period.
trying to tell you.
Listen, if you never
Shit
thought
felt like
about
the
killing
mini
nobody,
Titanic.
Hey, my homie called me up
And
and said,
traffic
"Man, my
in
power went
Atlanta?
out."
Yeah, you
traffic in Atlanta make you like murderous almost.
I'm just saying, bro. It's an experience. You gotta
Traffic
get
in
on it.
Atlanta will bring out a different person.
It
Oh,
will.
you from Atlanta?
Born and raised.
What part?
South side. Well, southwest. Southwest.
I keep it on the
Everything
west
is
side,
from
on the west
East
side.
Point to Union City.
There you go.
So. What about
Y'all
y'all?
in
What the fuck
Pennsylvania?
y'all from?
Huh?
What about y'all? Where you from?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm from Mississippi.
Damn, wait. What you was gonna say? My bad. Not to cut you
No,
off.
she asking questions, though.
I know, but
Nah,
what you was
go
gonna say?
ahead.
No, I've been acting like y'all been paying attention to the news and shit.
Mm.
A lot of shit been going on last week.
A little bit. I've been keeping in tune. Fill us in.
Atlanta
though.
is a
See,
culture pot, though.
You say who?
Atlanta is a culture pot, so you can't really say it's Atlanta, but you can't really say it's everybody else.
No.
Nah, you can say Atlanta's Atlanta,
Everything
though.
outside Atlanta is some different shit.
Is it?
What? Repeat?
Is it? Because everything in Atlanta is going on in the suburbs outside of Atlanta too.
That's a fact. Finally, somebody understands that.
Like,
Nah, real talk.
yeah, y'all think
That's
it's
real talk.
quiet,
The suburbs
but
really be more
they just don't talk
active
about it.
than the city, but it's just like
They don't talk about it.
It'd be like the weird shit going on for real.
In the suburbs?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, y'all was younger when y'all moved here. You know what I'm saying? So y'all really just grew up here. Like I was grown when I got here, so I don't know. But I mean,
And I was grown when I got here, so yeah.
But what parts are y'all talking about? Because there's different parts that act completely different. You would think you're in a whole different state going across looking 285.
Well,
But
on the west side, off of when I first got here, I was on the west side, off of Campbellton,
Because you let it slide.
and like Camp Creek in that area.
Camp Creek is okay. Well,
Like,
Camp Creek is the quiet suburb that don't nobody think nothing is happening.
now I'm not talking about like 285 Camp Creek. I'm talking about back towards Fulton Industrial though.
Oh yeah, well nah, it's a lot that go on Fulton Industrial.
but you did, nigga.
Fulton
Ain't no
Industrial
more?
different.
No.
Goddamn, nigga.
That's why I would never do that. Crazy ass fool. Are you foolish? I could never.
That nigga tripping, man.
Yeah.
What I miss?
He have a drunk moment. That nigga
Nah.
tripping.
Funny as that.
That nigga drunk.
All right, so what been going on in the news?
You tell me, man. You been watching the news?
Yeah, I've been watching the news.
What you
Kick
been
game. Report us to what they
Tell
been
the,
reporting.
Y'all talking about the mother and the son and the man situation.
Oh my gosh,
Who was they in the deli?
I don't know.
They was in a
hot
taco
dog
spot
stand,
or
man.
something.
I was
Oh,
gonna
I thought
say,
it was-
was
that
it
was
a deli?
It looked like a little fried rice
It looked
place,
like
right?
a little,
No?
It looked like a little deli.
Little, yeah, a little
It was
bodega type.
I
Those
thought
are
it
the
was
hot
like
dogs.
the little
But it was
late
in
night
Chicago,
tacos.
so-
They was at a hot dog
I
stand,
thought it was
man.
the
on some
taco stand.
bullshit.
Oh, is that right?
So they was at the hot dog stand.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me the
Yeah.
story,
All right,
dog.
so
Bow.
nobody knows what they was arguing about. They was going back and forth, but he was telling her like,
I know they were arguing about.
Hold
All right,
on. You gotta let him finish. You feel
So,
me?
He was yelling at her to tell her, not even tell her. He was like trying to command her to let her know she just need to get her food, but she was still speaking her piece. So he kept saying it, like he kept repeating himself. Then he started punching on her. You feel me? And so
No, he said, say something else on punch you.
Yeah.
and that's what I said. She was still speaking her piece, and then he started punching on her.
Okay.
So he punched her a couple times, and then, you feel me, she told her son to grab the gun and shoot him. So the son grabbed him and shot him once.
Well,
He
she
go to-
didn't tell him before the first shot.
He did it already?
Like, dude punched her twice, and then it was a shot. She couldn't get a word out.
Yeah, you feel me? But
First,
I seen
like-
different videos.
How the son know how to come in there with the gun?
He had the gun in his pocket.
Yeah, I
though.
think
From-
he already had
from
the
the
gun
video I
on
seen.
him.
He had the gun on him.
Because dude
and-
was still punching her when he
Yeah.
got shot the first time. Like, he was in mid-swing.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, so what you think about it?
All I saw was, I didn't see the son shoot or anything like that. All I saw was my man saying, "Hey, if you keep talking, I'ma knock
Yeah.
your ass
Oh, my
out or whatever."
grandma, I'ma knock you out.
My opinion on that is, and bro, you can come see me, nigga. I'm in Atlanta, bro. Come holler at me, bro.
I mean,
you know what I'm
he
saying?
dead,
Oh
so,
well, he dead. My bad. Well, good. You know what I'm saying? Because you got what you deserve, in my opinion. For a man to hit on a woman like that, listen, I'm heavy-handed. You know what I mean? And for a man to
That
hit
nigga
on
knocked the bitch out before. Okay.
a couple of times, no cap, we on camera. Like, yeah. For a man to hit on, just let me speak my piece. For a man to hit on a woman like that, he's brutalizing a woman. For a man to hit a woman in any kind of way, the odds are in your favor because you're stronger. Point blank, period. I don't care how I go down. I don't care how skinny you are. You still stronger than a woman.
100%.
Point blank. You know what I'm saying? So for him to haul off, he didn't grab her. He didn't try to pull her to the side. None of those things should be condoned. But at the same time, he hauled off, like he cocked back to actually do damage to this woman, man.
Yeah.
And to me, like even now I'm getting goosebumps. To me, you way above, you way out of pocket, bro. You way to brutalize a woman and to beat on a woman like that. Come on, bro. And she a black woman at that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel sorry for him. You know what I mean? And I don't revel in somebody losing their life. But you put yourself in a position where this young man now got to choose for the safety of his mom versus you beating on her. Not
And
just
that's
you
a
hit her or you
14-year-old
slapped
boy.
her, like you beating on her like she was. And I guarantee you,
That's
if he was a
14-year-old
dude,
boy.
So
He
let me
gonna
ask y'all a
protect
question.
his mama.
if that was a dude, he would have done that.
If any, who was wrong in the situation?
Man, look.
The guy was wrong.
It's so
you can say
many
whatever you
wrongs
wanna
in the
say.
situations, but you ain't gonna let nobody hit your mother.
It was a lot of things that went wrong.
It was some
but
wrongs
for
in the
sure.
situation.
That's what I'm saying. It was
That
many wrongs in the
but
situation. You can't
to
say
me,
you can't pinpoint.
It was like a
Just
domino
I
effect.
exclude
Yeah,
that
it was a
little
real
boy.
domino effect
That's
with
my
the
mama.
whole.
I'm gonna protect my mama at all
But that's what I'm
costs.
saying.
So I don't think he was wrong at all.
You know what I'm
It's a
saying.
catch-22 though.
This is
because
my thing.
a lot
I
of
think the
people.
mama was wrong for calling her to put her son in that situation. I think she was wrong for when
He was already in
that's
the
a man.
situation when
That's
the
a man.
dude
When a
swung
man-
on his
when a
mom.
man say shut the fuck up, no matter who the fuck it was, and you don't know what the fuck he finna do. Be quiet, cause you don't
I
know.
don't agree with that.
Damn, we gotta.
So that's
we
just like if I had a
as
hard
soon
day
as the
today.
nigga come up and be like, "Nah,
No,
shut
no,
the fuck
no.
up,"
You
I'm
said,
supposed
"Can't?"
to be like,
Hold
"Oh,"
on,
because
hold
he
on,
might
hold on,
punch
hold
the
on,
shit out of
Bro,
me.
you telling me
Like-
a nigga tell your mama to shut the fuck up? You telling your mama, Mom, you need to be quiet.
You need to be
Fuck
quiet.
outta here.
No.
If I'm not there,
what?
hold on. If I'm not
not
there,
being
mom,
quiet.
be quiet. Because I ain't
Fuck
gonna
no.
protect you.
He
my
there,
dad,
though.
my dad ain't gonna protect you.
Nah.
Hold on. Let me tell you the real shit, dog. Let me tell you the real shit,
Bruh.
You think
finna preach, bruh.
Who you think protect goddamn it your mama better? You or Tink?
Me.
So at a certain time you would want to say, now that dude, that age, that caliber, that size, he can probably take care of your mama and Tink. You gonna put your mama and your little brother in the same situation? Just shut the fuck up.
Nah, nigga, me, I'm handling it.
No,
I ain't even gonna lie
but
to
you ain't there.
If I'm not there and Tink do something, nigga, it's the same thing. You
So
feel me?
so what if he took care of your mama and Tink? What if Tink brought the pistol
Bro,
out?
do you know what I'm gonna do?
No, you ain't able to do shit if he shot your mama and your fucking
If he
brother.
don't go to jail, he's dead. What are you talking about? He's a walking dead man in my eyes.
You missing the point, though.
No,
dog.
I'm not missing the
But at
point.
same-
You missing my
at
point.
the
You
same-
want me to hear you, but you ain't hearing me.
I'm hearing you.
All right, I'm hearing you too.
Man, sometimes, dog, it's time for motherfuckers to take the L and live another goddamn
But it
day.
wasn't no L
It's
for
a-
her to
It
take.
was no. I was
It was
gonna
no
say,
L for her
what
to take.
was. What
You
was the
trying to
beat?
make
woman
the
to shut up.
situation when you not
Right.
there. The boy was there. That's what we talking about.
The
You
little
missing
boy
the
was
point.
there.
But, okay,
The
His
little boy
mother
that
was
ended
speaking
at
her
the
piece.
door.
14 years old.
He's standing at the door looking at his mama get beat on.
Exactly. And it's not like she put her hands
Listen
on
to me.
him. It's
My
not like she
son-
swung on him. It's
my
not
son
like
is
she
14.
did anything.
My son is
but
14.
continue speaking.
My son, mom, has got no smart ass mouth.
But she didn't. I'm sorry for cutting you
I would
off.
expect
Even
her-
for having
She
a
didn't
smart
say anything
mouth, I
smart
don't
to him.
expect
She didn't say
nobody
anything
to
that was out of
touch me.
pocket to him.
If
She didn't say anything disrespectful to him.
When he said shut the fuck up.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. If I'm standing there and you telling my mama to shut the fuck up, nigga, who is you?
She's gonna
Fuck wrong
continue
with you,
speaking.
bro? Now
Like,
you-
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. You
Like,
there's
me.
no way
Fuck
you
outta
can
here,
convince
bro.
me
Like,
that
so-
either one of the mother
he
or the son was wrong.
So this man could talk to my old girl any kind of way and tell her to shut the fuck up, but my mom can't say, "Hold up, nigga," like ease back. And she wasn't. It's not like this lady was disrespectful to him. It's not like she was coming out of pocket to this nigga. What happened?
No, she was on some cool shit.
Yeah, she was chilling like hey, listen, bro, like it ain't like that, blah blah blah, XYZ. And this nigga talking about if you say something else, I'ma knock your
I'ma
ass out.
knock you the
First
fuck
of all,
out.
the nigga wouldn't have got that first swing because I done went to dumping in that bitch. First when he's here, I'ma
Hello.
knock your ass out.
Mother, are you talking like?
And I gotta do what I got.
Mother.
Whatever I gotta do after that, I gotta do after that, my nigga.
I'm gonna
See, this is the thing, man.
You talking from
I'm talking from a young man. Listen, bro. Like I was out on the street on my own at 18 years old. My old girl them died in a fire. You know what I'm saying? So I was out on my own at a young age. So I can speak from a young man's perspective. Nigga, I done went to dumping in that bitch.
Is he
I wish
crazy?
nigga, I done went to dumping in the air.
Is he
Hey,
crazy?
y'all watch out to push air. Hey, y'all watch
As
out
I
for
saw
to get
him
this nigga.
cocking back
And that's
to
not
hit
no
my mama. I'm sorry.
That's
It
not
would've
no
been
gangster
over from
shit.
there.
That ain't me trying to be hard. That's me trying to stop this man from brutalizing my mama. This man done cocked back and standing there to my say something else, I'll knock you out. You're not gonna get that opportunity because I'm a
question though,
He
dog.
tensed up way
Hold on,
too
hold on.
long.
Yeah, bro, that shit-
before he
it-
hit
Can
that
y'all
lady.
please answer my question?
Bruh.
What's wrong with the woman just saying, "Hey, I ain't got the protection I need. Let me leave this situation alone and just walk the fuck
Let me
off.
answer that.
Wait a minute, dog.
I'ma answer. When you finish, I'ma answer.
I'm not done. So you saying it's okay for a woman just to be talking crazy to a grown ass man?
All right, to answer your question, first of all, she wasn't talking crazy to him. She was kind of like backing him down, like just easy, like she wasn't talking crazy.
You're not listening.
She wasn't talking crazy to him.
You're not listening to the story.
No,
rerun the story.
No, I'm playing devil's advocate. Dog, I'm listening to
You
everybody.
can't because you adding shit to the situation that's not there.
No, dog, I'm playing devil's
I don't
advocate.
give a fuck how you trying
It
to play
ain't nobody out there that's
you
ain't
turn
no
the
way.
situation to
spin that
something else,
to-
right?
Yeah, that's
The
not
thing is, first of all, that little boy ain't hesitate. Like, that nigga wasn't finna allow nobody clearly to put his hands on his mama.
second.
So
third
that's
swing,
like on
nigga was
some.
shot.
She could possibly be a single mother the way he pulled
Absolutely.
out. He pulled out already knowing like, oh, that's my mama. What?
Yeah, like what are you
As he
talking
should,
about?
though.
But she might have guided him the rest of the way, and some of the shit was wrong. But it was like at the end of the day, he just wasn't going for the fact that somebody hit his mother in front of him. He not going for that.
I feel like the
And this where
adrenaline from the first
in.
one
The adrenaline came in, but it's like
kept him
he see his
going.
mama do everything for him.
Yeah.
So he finna turn around and definitely handle that.
He gonna
Yeah.
lay
And
his
she
life down
probably
every
teach him
time.
like this an evil world.
Well,
Because if she
He
by
gonna lay his
herself,
life
it's a
down every
different
time.
situation.
I'm gonna say
So
this.
if you gonna play devil's advocate, you gotta play it that way. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody letting nobody touch their mother. I don't care what you say. You ain't letting nobody touch your mother
Yeah.
either.
My bad. Now I'm from Florida, so we on some stand your ground shit. If somebody come with that talking about what I'm gonna do, bro, you're not even gonna get a chance to get back to your car, my boy. You're not gonna make it. You're just not gonna make it. So if I'm in a parlor and I got this dude readily standing at my mama, like, say something else and I'll knock you out. Once you ball up your fist and you look like you swinging,
That's a
Right, it
threat.
was the way
I'm on
he
your ass,
tensed
boy,
up.
like
as
back
soon
pockets,
as he
you hear me?
started tensing, I'm pretty sure
That's
the
a
little
threat.
boy was already on
He
edge.
was on it.
Like,
He didn't hesitate that
the
first
little,
shot.
it's crazy because dude literally punched his mom.
Black women protected because you wilding right
We're
now.
not.
You
We're
wildin'.
Yes, because
not.
you telling them to shut up and don't say
Fuck no,
nothing.
we're not.
No. Listen.
Hit me with it.
Are they protected to a certain
No.
extent? They are. Are they protected against niggas like that? No, they're not. So at that time,
Wait,
hold
before you-
on.
but
Who gonna protect
why
them?
would they shut up?
A woman needs to understand that this ain't a black man protecting me. It's the ignorant ass nigga. So let me back down
got it.
because all he wants to do is show the fuck off.
So
You
we
know what
have
I'm
to
saying?
she's
become
not coming
room
at
and
us apart.
mind readers every
That's
every
crazy.
He is
situation.
gone right now. That's exactly why.
Okay,
Because he wanted to show off.
Nigga, I understand that.
Bruh, you gotta
But
be
do
a
we-
man
do
enough
we
to
have
know.
listen,
Bro,
listen,
you gotta
listen,
know.
listen.
You listen. You gotta be a man enough to know that a man gotta walk the fuck out the situation.
That's right. You the
Not a
stronger
woman gotta
dude.
shut the fuck up. No, nigga.
Like
you
it's
gotta
crazy.
be man
You
enough
can't
to
tell
know
a
to
woman
walk the
shut
fuck out.
up
Especially
or
if she's
I'ma
being
use my
respectful.
strength against you.
I think
Because what is you
talking
teaching
in
that young
terms
nigga
of
by punching on
disrespect.
that woman?
But do you
You
understand-
ain't teaching that young nigga nothing.
First of all, that ain't his responsibility.
It don't matter. He's
Hold
still
on,
looking
no.
at the situation in
But-
the world.
but
It's
do
a
you-
world life
As any
situation.
grown black
Dog,
man, yes,
but
it
y'all,
is their
please listen.
responsibility when it comes
Listen,
to a
listen,
14-year-old
listen,
little boy.
listen. You said that young man. You know who raised young men?
Black men.
Black men. That nigga beating that woman ain't no black man. That's a nigga.
How do
know
you
what I'm saying?
distinguish
and
the
niggas hate when
two?
I say that shit. Niggas and black men are two different motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why
So
that
hold
little
on,
boy
hold
ain't
on,
allowing
hold on.
that.
They
For that
raised the same
nigga, for that
kids.
nigga to sit there and hit that woman, you know what I'm saying? She need to understand that hey, I'm not talking to a black man that's gonna respect me. I'm talking to an ignorant ass nigga. You know what I'm
Nigga, she
saying?
didn't
that.
know he was gonna hit her because she's talking respectful.
Right.
How do
Exactly.
we know?
What the fuck is you
even
talking
when
about?
we're even when we're calm,
She not supposed to
even
shut
when
the
we're
fuck
not,
up after she been talking respectful. That's what we saying.
the whole
Like,
time
why
we're
does she
calm,
have to shut
we're
the fuck
like,
up? I don't
"Aight,
understand
cool."
it.
Like,
Man,
Why
or
would-
you
why would I
gotta
be
take. You
quiet?
I don't even understand what it. I don't understand what she did, and we don't have the whole
Story,
context.
but-
We don't have the whole
Story is
thing.
not
I got the whole content.
You don't. You weren't
You
there.
a goddamn lie. I got it.
You weren't
He
there.
ordered the last Italian sausage. This pussy ass nigga want something, got the meat put in his motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? And he got mad.
So you proved the point right there. You acting like a bitch, my nigga, by the sausage. You acting like a bitch by the sausage.
Exactly.
And you got mad, and this lady telling you like, chill, bro, because you acting like a bitch by the sausage. In so many words, she's saying to him respectfully, bro, you acting like a bitch by the sausage. But she's just saying it nice in a respectful way. And this nigga peep it like, oh, I am acting like a bitch about a sausage.
But you're
now
calling
you
me
mad.
out.
You mad because she see you acting like a bitch about a sausage. And now you want to beat on this woman like, no, you should have got your ass shot for that fuck shit.
No, I know.
Nah, you should have got fuck that. I wish I would have been there.
I never said he shouldn't have got shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I think the mother was wrong, the dude was wrong, the little boy was right. The boy did the fucking, he supposed to protect his
Mama
fucking
ain't do shit, bro, but speak to
How
this man
was she
respectfully.
wrong?
She should have backed the fuck when the nigga started talking crazy.
But then you
Just
go again,
Look,
bro.
you ain't even gotta worry because he ain't gonna change his stance.
Man,
No, but look,
bro, because you think that this woman's supposed to shut up, bro. You think she's supposed to just shut up.
Watch it. I'm telling you real shit. Your wife, your fucking mama won't be sitting here arguing with no goddamn nigga in public. Right? Am I
Okay,
right?
so tell me this.
If my mom,
Quick thing.
If
No,
I'm letting you know right
Shit.
now, if my mom is speaking respectfully to somebody and they get nasty with
Nah.
her,
But she was
Say
arguing
this.
with
She
the
gonna
nigga.
get
Say
nasty.
this. Say this. Say
She
this.
wasn't even
Crazy.
arguing
Y'all
with
at
him.
the bar.
My mom ain't letting that
Your
shit
girl
slide.
goes
From my
up to the
perspective.
bar. You coming up from the bathroom, whatever. She's ordering y'all drinks. Somebody come by, grope her, and is trying to talk to her. She rejects them, and they get upset. Now it's a problem between them two. What are you gonna do?
But you don't know about the initial
But you
beginning.
don't know about what happened.
just
You
see
don't
them
know
going
that
back
he
and
done
forth.
grabbed my
He
ass.
just told me that I'm walking up.
You're walking up. You don't
You
know
didn't
that
see
he
the
done
groping
grabbed my
yet.
ass. You don't know
You
that
just
I'm
see they
telling him to
arguing.
back the fuck up. You don't see any of that.
You just
But
see
what
them
you
arguing.
see is him
You just see
going
them
off on
arguing.
me.
And she should back
So
off.
What
are-
you doing?
So you're telling me that
What
I
you
should
tell us earlier?
I should be like, okay,
You
I don't
spanked
know
him,
what
then
you
you-
gonna do, so I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna just let you grab my ass and go about the day.
Because this situation had happened before. A motherfucker tried to holler at her, and I'm sitting back here and shit. And she said, "No, I'm married." He said, "Oh, I'm married to that third." She said, "Nah, well, my husband here. I don't give a fuck about that shit." She's like, "Well, he right there." So guess what she gonna do? She know off rip. Don't put me in a situation where I gotta bust a motherfucking head. I'm gonna bust your head, goddamn too. You know what I'm saying? So she'll sit there and calm down. Hold on, you asked me a question.
I just
she'll
don't
sit
agree.
there and be calm till I get there and let me handle the situation the way it need to be handled.
Did you hear what he said? He
I
said, "Don't
respectfully
put me in this
disagree.
situation." How the fuck did she tell
Because
the nigga to come up to her?
No.
Is you fucking crazy?
Provoke
No,
this
no,
man
no.
to come and
Is
grab
you
me
fucking crazy?
at the
No,
fucking
no,
bar.
Nah, you lost
No.
Now that's where you
the
lost
thing,
it.
though. But see, you don't know the rules in my house. I got 3 kids. I got 20.
It doesn't matter what happens in your house. You're at a bar. Y'all in public. Anybody can walk up and do anything they want to her.
Let me tell you the rules.
What are
in
you
my
gonna
house.
do
Let me
in
tell you
that?
Context so we can hear this.
Listen.
I want to hear the
Listen, The
context.
rules in my house between my wife, my 23-year-old son, 16-year-old daughter, 14-year-old son. You know what I'm saying? I tell them all the time. The action is never punished. It's always the reaction. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker can say whatever, do whatever. It's the way you react to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, hold on, man.
Did you listen though? Before you get to the rest of your story, that's what I'm saying. Like, are you listening? She said that your wife denied this nigga,
Right. And
this nigga decided to say something else that
you hear
made
what
her react.
Did you hear what I said?
You right. You said react.
It's never the
Boom.
action. The action was him touching my wife's ass.
So it don't matter
That's
what
assault.
nobody say to her.
Right up, that's
just want
assault
her to
right
ignore
there.
that
Just
shit.
be
So
okay
you don't
when
gotta
somebody
react.
walk up because I don't know what they gonna do to me. I don't know if this man gonna punch me or say I'm sorry.
There's no need for you to get irate if I'm there.
Well, check this out, Smooth.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry to cut you off, but check this out, Smooth. In the world that we live in, if your wife's standing there, you over here, and there's a cop standing right there, and the cop sees this guy grab your wife's ass, and your wife rejects that and says, "Hey, I don't want that to happen. I don't like that." That cop legally could arrest this nigga for assault. So now, when you done grab, if the cop
Sexual
not there,
harassment.
when my wife come to me or my wife stand there and say, "Hey, this nigga just grabbed my ass," he assaulted her. We ready for war now, boy. We ready for war now, bro. Fuck all that other shit. You just started the war.
Hold on, what you said? If my wife comes to me, she didn't front him. She came to you, like my wife gonna do. She not finna. She know that she don't rip. Don't start shit.
But you know my wife. My wife gonna be like, nigga, fuck wrong with you? Yep.
Why the fuck are you touching me? What the
Yo,
fuck is wrong with you,
bro?
Why can I not say that if somebody
this
has
nigga
touched
is
me, groped me, or
crazy.
grabbed me in any inappropriate way that I haven't
Mine ain't gonna
consented
do
to?
that.
I don't
Mine
even
gonna
know this
come get
man.
me. She gonna come get me.
So I'm supposed
Shit,
to be
me.
quiet, be like, hold on, I'll be right back.
You feel
I
me?
got
Like, let
something
me
for
go
you.
get
Hold
my-
on.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I got something for
Ask-
you. Hold on. 2
ask-
seconds. Don't
ask
even
your-
walk away. 2
ask your
seconds.
protector and provider. Yeah, come get me.
No, the fact that she's going to walk away and come get you
I
is
gotta
putting you
walk
in
away.
more danger.
How?
Because now she
'Cause
walking
he
away.
can
Oh, this
walk away
nigga
to
finna.
his
He can walk
guys.
away
He
and
can
go
go
get
and
his
get
shit. Like,
anything
oh,
that he
she
doing.
finna go get this nigga. Oh, it's on.
But he don't know
Bro,
what the
you
fuck
wildin',
she doing.
bro.
She's just walking the fuck out.
I think you know what. Honestly,
That's wild.
You gotta think about
and
it.
I would
You're
say I'll say this,
wild.
and I think that this is true. I just think that it's a cultural difference, bro. We come from different places, and that's okay. We come from different places, so our reactions, the way that we think about things, the way that we analyze things, is totally different. Because we come from different places. And in my world, just it's my perspective. In my world, whether it's in the bodega with a nigga talking crazy to my wife, or my mom, or whatever, or the nigga grabbing my wife's ass in the club, somebody got to pay for that shit, bro. Like straight up, because now you've crossed the line. I'm not finna, man. Listen, Shorty was
Somebody
Shorty did
gotta
a good
do
thing because he
something.
waited until the nigga hit her.
He really
Me
did.
on,
He really
on
gave
my
bro
the way
benefit of the doubt.
the way
Bro coulda walked
my
away.
twisted mind think. When you balled up, you saying say it again, bitch. We not even finna get to that point, dog. I'm start dumping, doom.
Why wouldn't he? And why
and the
wouldn't he?
club. Oh, you grab my wife's ass. Oh yeah.
wouldn't
And you
he?
so tough to think that I'm not there. I'ma smack the shit out of you in the club because I probably ain't got no fire because they done patted a nigga down. I'ma smack the shit out of your ass in the club and beat the shit out you in the club. I don't give a fuck how many homeboys you got with you. Everybody in that bitch got to bring it. You know what I'm saying? And that's protecting
Every
your family,
single
bro.
time.
That's
Every single
holding
time.
that shit down and
That's
letting the motherfucker know.
protecting a
Listen.
black woman.
I can't go cross this line because this motherfucker crazy.
But your argument
That's
don't make sense to me.
protecting your
You
black
acting like I'm
women.
saying I'm not gonna do anything. I'm saying.
But
my
that's
thing-
basically how you coming
I
across.
said my wife ain't to say shit to this nigga. She supposed to come get me.
And then what you gonna do? Say, hey, bro, don't
Nigga,
touch
hold
my
on,
wife's
hold on,
ass.
Hold on.
So you standing right there.
I'm gonna do.
You just
whatever-
said you would be
whatever
sitting
need to be
behind
done,
her at the
gonna
bar
get done.
watching.
But the thing is, you don't raise your voice and let this ignorant ass nigga get mad and start swinging at you.
But
You know
okay,
what I'm
going
saying?
back to
You
the
come
original
get me.
story. The original story, this lady was not raising
She
her
didn't raise
voice
her
at this
voice.
man. She was not being disrespectful to this man. This man had a
It's- he
weak,
still fought
fragile
off on her.
ego that would not allow him to understand that he was in the wrong. And now it was on him. That wasn't on her. That's him to check his own ego and say, you know what? I'm doing too much right now. You know what, ma'am? I came at you wrong. My bad. I need to
walk
fall
off.
back.
I'ma
You know what I'm saying?
go
Because I was
ahead
dead
and
ass
leave.
wrong.
That's
You the
all
man.
he's saying, bro.
But
That's
if
all
he
he's
can't-
saying. As
but
a
my
man,
thing-
you gotta
but here
know.
go my thing though.
As a
If
man,
he
you
can't-
gotta know, bro.
But I'm saying, listen, dog.
Man.
Every grown motherfucker that's a male ain't no fucking man. It's some bitch ass nigga. Hold on.
But you defending that
No,
part.
no,
like
I'm
you
not.
defending the
Like,
bitch
that's
ass
what it
nigga
sounds
doing bitch
like.
ass
Like,
shit.
that's
I'm
what
saying
it's
this.
giving
You know
right
why-
now.
You know why the reason y'all motherfuckers are men to me? Do you know why y'all are men to me?
Explain.
I'm gonna tell you why. You're not being compared to. You're not a man because he's a man or he's a man. You're being compared to bitch ass niggas. See what I'm saying? Just like a woman. A woman is a woman because she's being compared against a bitch. A woman ain't a woman compared to a woman. This table ain't no different than this goddamn table. That mic stand ain't the same as that goddamn mic stand. You see what I'm saying? You're a man because there are bitch ass niggas on this fucking earth. You see what I'm saying? Does that make any sense at all?
Man,
We
look.
get
It makes
that they're
sense.
bitch
It
ass
makes sense
niggas.
from
This is a
the way I
perfect
feel
time.
like you're defining what a man is.
But at certain times, a woman understand that, hey,
Look.
this is a loss I gotta take.
All right, look.
Because at the same, just say they didn't drop those charges. Now, say she had a man. You know what I'm saying? So now my woman locked up for murder and my goddamn son because my woman couldn't take a loss.
Women
You
deal
know what
with
I'm saying?
that all the time. What is the difference?
I'll just respect. You know what? I just
we're
respectfully
expected
disagree.
to hold y'all down through that every single time. So what would be the difference in y'all holding us down for your son defending your girlfriend or your wife or your baby's mother? What would be the difference? Because women are expected to hold y'all down anytime y'all go to jail, right? Y'all. Oh, really? Because we expected to put money on commissary. We expected to put money on books. We expected to answer all those phone calls. If we don't answer them phone calls, we out fucking somebody and doing this, that, and the third.
Nobody on the other end. I ain't never been locked up. You been locked up? No. Well, yeah?
All I'm saying is that's very true.
So why would it
It's
be
expected
any
off the rip.
obtuse
I can
But look,
thought
that's
for
a good,
you to
this a
hold
good
the
way,
woman down?
This is a good way to get into our topic of the day.
Nobody
Because
said-
you
nobody
not,
said- nobody said, look,
you
we're gonna
just
hold it
gonna
down.
keep saying the same shit in
No,
different ways.
because listen.
But
Listen.
I don't
It ain't
want to
gonna
listen
work.
no
I just
more.
feel like
It ain't
I want to get on something new.
as protecting our women, you know what I'm saying, which we should. We should protect the women that need to be protected. Some women don't deserve to be protected. Just like some niggas ain't out here to protect some women. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like at times women need to take their L. Hey, let me just be quiet. Because this motherfucker ain't no reasonable black man. This is a nigga. You can't reason with niggas, dog.
Roll us into a new topic.
I'm sorry, I
Roll
don't
us
have a
into
son,
new
but I'm gonna
topic.
put a 9 in you before you punch me in my face. I'm gonna just
Roll
say that.
into a new topic.
I got a question, man. I'm
I'll-
sorry.
I'll
I know
take
we
that
recording, but I
charge
have
at
to use
this
the
point.
restroom. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure this can
This
be
nigga got
edited out.
diabetes. He got pee already.
Now go ahead though. It's out there
This-
down to the hall
like
to
it's
the
a
right.
Why y'all on break? How you gonna say women?
Ain't nobody no
We
goddamn
ain't break. Hold on. Stay in every crowd. But anyways, roll us into our topic with our original
Okay,
guest
so
anyways.
listen.
Women deserve to be beat on.
No, ain't, no, nobody said that shit.
Bruh, don't pay attention to
You
that.
did
We
say
right
that
here.
verbatim. You
We
did,
right here.
sir.
So listen.
Don't say that.
For real.
Hey, look. So we got one of our guests here. Taylor Lante.
How you doing? How you doing?
Bartender extraordinaire.
Atlanta's favorite tender,
You Atlanta's favorite tender?
and I am.
And the official goddamn bartender of the Premeditated Lies Podcast. You know what I'm saying? So we met you on Instagram.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We seen a story you posted. Was a kind of unique story. You know what I'm saying? Story of domestic violence. But the thing was, like, the abuser was a female.
Yes, she was.
So, can you give us some little insight on that?
So the actual story that you saw, the video, that was like a compilation of a couple of different incidents that happened in that time period that I was with her. A lot of the pictures of me came from the very last incident where she hit me with a car and left me on the side of the road. Oh, shit. Well, in a parking lot, whatever. But she hit me with the car, took all my belongings, and I've never seen her since in person. And that was kind of like the end of the beginning, or the beginning of the end. But also, I started a new beginning after that. Like, once she did that, I had to restart my entire life. She took my phones, my credit cards, my purse, my keys, everything. She drained my bank account. She hacked every social media that I had. Like, I had to start literally from scratch after that. So,
How long was y'all together?
3 years. 3 years, but we knew each other from high school. She was like a high school crush. She was a senior, I was a sophomore.
So was there any red flags like you ignored before the abuse started?
For sure. The first time we fought was not even 6 months into the relationship. So it was kind of like...
Was it
What
an
made you
argument or
stay?
a physical fight?
No, it was a physical fight. She headbutted me during one of our first arguments.
She had
That's
dreads and
gangsta
they pulled
bitch.
to the back or some shit?
What? I don't even remember if she had dreads at this point, but she on and off had dreads, yes. So in some incidents she had them, in some incidents she didn't, but not like...
Did she have like a big frontal lobe? Like when she headbutts you, it hurt?
He ain't asking the real question.
So she's 6'1" or 6'2", 200 and something pounds.
Hey,
So she
So,
was
this
she
was a big
was
bitch.
yeah, she had definitely had height and weight on me.
So did you consider it abuse or just y'all two fighting like two?
In the
two
beginning, I
females
just felt
fighting?
like it was just me versus her. Like in the beginning, it was like, nah, you're not finna, like just.
Cause this comedian had a joke one time, and she's a dyke. You feel me? And she told the crowd that if you want to come to this side, when you call the cops, two bitches is just fighting.
Yeah, no, for real. They will
So it's like
take
in
both
the
of y'all.
beginning, you felt like it
Yeah.
was just y'all two just.
Definitely in the beginning, I felt like it was. I felt like it was a little more okay because it was another female. But at the same time, I didn't like it. Like, I would leave and say, oh, I'm not, like, we're broken up and da-da-da. But literally after the first fight, which was, I think, a day or two after my birthday that year, I left for 2 days. We were broken up for 2 days. And I let her right back in the house. She apologized. Oh, we're not going to fight. It's going to be okay. We're together. You're mine. But gradually, it just kept, like, every argument slowly escalated to where it was straight, like, coming out with punches. Like, bitch, you got me fucked up. Like, it ain't nothing you can say to me right now. I'm already on 10. What are you trying to do? So it got to a point in our relationship where we couldn't go 3 days without arguing.
So y'all both was
Fighting.
the aggressor, or she was the aggressor, and you just wasn't allowing that.
Who get beat up the most?
Well, it's both, because I've definitely done my shit. Like, it's definitely been times where I was the straight up aggressor, but it's definitely been times where she was the straight up aggressor. And when I was the aggressor, it was based off of reactionary. Like,
Yeah.
it was, okay, the worst thing I did to her, I hit her in the head with a bottle of Hennessy.
Was it full?
No, it was an empty bottle. It was an empty bottle. It was empty. I was drinking.
When you hit her, did you sing, I hit that bitch with a
No,
bottle?
I actually left the house drunk with the bottle that I was drinking in my hand and didn't come back for like an hour or two. Like, my mom came and got me from off the side of the road because I was drunk and crying about it.
How old were you when y'all was going through this?
When we got together, we got together in 2019. Damn, how old am I now?
You asking me? I ain't in your body.
We got together when I was
don't
20.
know.
I was 20.
How was, is she older than you?
Yes, she's 2 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
So she was 22, I was 20. Yeah.
So how did that affect your day in life? Like, what you date men and women, or you just date women?
Dating, I only date women.
Okay, so how did that affect you moving further with women?
I still date women.
Oh, so it didn't change nothing. It was just that situation.
That situation was that situation. I moved on to the next woman.
How was
she
the
just
support
wasn't-
system in that moment? Like, what was everybody telling you? It was like a mix.
It wasn't a mix of nothing. In the beginning, I definitely had a support system. It was kind of like, we're here for you. Let us know when you're ready to leave, and we got you. Da, 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 da. And they would literally, like, it was times where I packed the whole house and left. And then, like, 2 weeks later, I would have them bringing me and all my stuff back
You got
to the
brothers?
house. I have an older brother. Yeah.
He ain't want to whoop her ass?
So they didn't really argue, but they got into it. It was one fight that me and her were having, and she was living with me and my mom at the time, and me and her were fighting. I think this is the night that I actually hit her with the Hennessy bottle. My brother came out to break the fight up.
Did the bottle break? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
Her head was that thick.
God damn.
Yeah, no, the bottle didn't even fucking break.
Stone cold.
Bitch just looked at me like with that fucking look, like, yes, no, I saw my life flash. That is. No, he tried to come out and break up the fight, and in the midst, my mom heard what was going on, so she tried to come out and break up the fight, and she ended up messing up her knee. Like, to this day, she still limps from that, trying to break up that one fight. So
wow.
they never, like, physically got into it, but she definitely, a lot of my family definitely feels some type of way about how they had to break us up when we were fighting in the house, because we were fighting in my family's house a lot of times. A lot of times it was like in my mother's house. The last year we were together, I had got my first apartment, so we were in my apartment doing it, and that's most of what you saw on the video was my apartment.
So you wasn't even afraid to speak out. Like everybody was already kind of witnessing.
Oh yeah, no, they knew. They saw it. Like it was.
So
It was a lot of telltale
What
signs.
kept you in the situation?
When it was good, it was great, and when it was bad, it was horrible. So I would look forward to the next time everything was copacetic, and because we were literally.
You love the great though, right?
It was the great keeping me. Like it was. Whenever we went out, it was different. Like I don't know. For real though, like it's different because. But I also felt like it was kind of something to deal with the signs because she's supposed to be compatible to me. So we're kind of like twin flames. We feed off of each other's energy. So that's why I say when it was good, it was good. When it was bad, it was horrible.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
This nigga crazy,
You actually
man.
are laughing.
That's our partner out there, man. This nigga crazy, man.
My bad. Let me.
Stay low and keep firing, man. Stay low and keep firing.
So did you ever feel like it was real love in it out the situation, or it was just like you just was riding the high of the good moments?
Well, like I said, she was my high school crush. So I had this whole fantasy of us in my head the entire time. It was like, and she was the only person that I've ever, well, she wasn't the only person to offer me a ring, but she was the only person that I ever said yes to. So at one point, she was my fiance. I really thought I was going to spend my life with this girl, and I thought things were going to get better, but it just never got better.
How was the process of getting through that?
Whew. It was tough. Shout out to Sarah Jakes Roberts because she got me through a lot. Her and TD Jakes got me through a lot. I started praying. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I started praying a lot more.
Sorry, see.
I started focusing on me. I literally.
Nah, I used to mess with a chick, little TD, look like TD Jakes. She was
ooh.
fine as a motherfucker.
You was
boy, but
doing
she
bad, bro.
Yeah.
Bad, bro. If you was messing with a chick that looked like TD
That
Jakes,
looked
she was
like
fine.
it?
She was fine though. She was fine.
That looked like his daughter or him?
No, him. Nigga, like,
bro, like you was shooting bad on that one right there,
I ain't
my
always
boy.
been a player, dog. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm not even about to comment on that. 'Cause you wildin'.
No,
But nah,
listen.
I literally just focused on rebuilding myself. Like I didn't let it get to me because she didn't even get locked up like from that night. She was out and tormenting me for weeks after. Like, and everybody that I tried to talk to, she would DM and like harass, and I'm just like.
So when you finally decided to like, I'm done with her, you know what I'm saying? Was that a hard decision? Because knowing like, you know, y'all went through the ups
Nope.
and the downs.
Honestly, the day that I decided I was done with her, I was doing my sister's makeup, and she had to be to work at like 10 or something like that. And I had to do my sister's makeup at like 9:30. So I'm like, you know, just come with me to do my sister's makeup. I'll drop you off at work and we'll keep going from there. She got upset because she was sitting outside too long. And I didn't get her food before we like went to drop her off at work. But I offered food. She said she didn't want it. Like she already had the attitude. So I like kind of just went ahead to drop her off at work. And I came out of my sister's appointment with a hot tea in my hand. And it was sitting in the middle console. And as we pulled up to her job, like we were full on arguing by then. She picks up my hot tea and throws it on me, closes the door. And I sped out the parking lot like a crazy one. I did. I sped out the parking lot, and I guess her boss was out there and like kind of saw the commotion because he sent her home, and she like blamed me for being sent home. And from that point, I was just like, yeah, I don't care anymore. It's done. I can't. So it wasn't a hard decision. It was just kind of like a, yeah, I'm not gonna keep doing this with you.
That's cool. Gotcha.
Glad you made it through that.
Thank you.
But
Absolutely.
Thank you.
we definitely got a former preacher next to you. So what advice? Don't hide now. What advice you would have gave her as she came to you in that particular situation?
Oh man, what advice would I have given her at the end of the situation?
No, in that particular situation, in your shoes in the moment as a preacher.
I probably would have told her to step back and spend some time with herself. Cause
At that point, I didn't have any. Anytime that I would like try to take for myself, she wasn't having that. Like, it was at a point where I wasn't even speaking to my family for real.
That's probably perfect though. You know what I mean? Because you get some kind of solitude.
Bruh.
It was, yeah, it had gotten bad because I was literally at one point in the apartment by myself, like, because she was on and off getting locked up for prior domestic disputes between her and exes, and which was another red flag I ignored.
Yeah, hold on.
I was like,
I know. You fucked me up right there.
I was the one arguing with the exes saying, no, I'm different. She'll never do me like that, while she was doing me like that in the background. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Her,
you got
I used to get into it with her exes all the time, and they would literally be like, yeah, bitch, you're next. And I'm like, no, the fuck I'm not. I'm different. And you know,
it was already happening.
I was already a victim. Like, it was already going on. But like I said, at that time, I didn't think of it as, oh, she's abusing me. I'm thinking of it as,
you ain't gonna play with me. We gonna
she
fight
keep
about
hitting me because I done said something smart, so now we fighting. Because if the police got called, that's the story they're gonna take. They're gonna say we're fighting because I'm not just letting her just straight up punch me in the mouth. No, that wasn't happening. It was, she would hit me, we would fight, then shit would be copacetic like 2 hours later, which was the psychotic part about it.
Yeah, I probably would have said to spend some time with yourself, because most of us in those situations, we do stuff like that. We be in relationships, man. We be with people and we don't even realize that most of the stuff, most of the things that we going through or that upset us about the other person is us projecting.
Yeah.
It's just a projection. Like, I'm fucked up on the inside, you know what I mean? So I'm finna fuck you up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
A lot of people
real
fight
shit.
demons and make you fight them with them.
Damn, that's some
A lot
real
of people
shit.
have you fighting their demons.
Niggas
for
want you
them.
to feel the pain they feel.
Yeah.
They want you
Misery
to feel
loves
exactly.
company, seriously.
But
That's
it's
a class example of misery love company.
Misery
right?
loves company.
However you
Literally.
want to say it.
But then a lot of times, and it may not, it may sound weird, but it's a cry for help. I want you to feel how I feel, so you know that I need help.
It was. She definitely does need
It's a cry
mental
for help, man.
For sure.
So-
been
I
through
don't
that.
condone, like, yeah.
Are you still in contact with her?
Fuck no. I haven't seen her talk to. Well, she harassed the next like 2 or 3 girls that I talked to after that. Like, she started sending them like private messages and stuff out of the phone that she stole that night. But other than that, no. It's been court proceedings and things like that.
Okay, well, not to jump ship, but back on the topic of my man's over here, because this is a very interesting topic. So you feel me, all of us. So what got you into preaching, and then what got you out to preaching? Because we kind of want to know what's up with all that.
Oh man, you want to know what's up? Could be a little more specific. You want to know what's up with what? Just preaching?
Just in general, like what got you into the passion of it? Because I know most things come from passion, and you talk passionate for real, so I know everything passion driven over that way. So just like what got you into wanting to become a preacher, like what led up to that, and then what led to you just stepping down from that?
Okay, so I went as a child, man. I went through a lot of trauma. I watched my mom basically deteriorate from multiple sclerosis. I watched her husband run through her money. I watched her husband be abusive towards her and myself. And I was never raised in the church, never forced to go to church, never like none of that stuff like that. But the one thing that I just kind of like remembered, like from my granddaddy, was like praying. I ain't know all of the ins and outs of it. I ain't know, you know what I mean? I'm a kid, you know what I mean? And the one prayer that I had was kind of crazy, because I was talking to my daughter about that today. Like, the one prayer I always had, even if I ain't know what the heck I was talking about, I was like, you know what, Lord? I just want to be right before you. I don't care what anybody else think. I don't care if they judge my actions. I just want to be like right before you, long as I'm okay with you. And I can't say that I didn't have some weird apparition or God showing up in my room or some job like that. It was just an inward thing. It's just something on the inside, you know what I'm saying? It's something on the inside. It's that thing on the inside that connects us all as human beings, where we can kind of relate. You know what I mean? It's empathy. It's sympathy. It's being able to just connect, to be able to be somebody's friend. You know what I mean? Like, y'all are brothers, so y'all got a natural connection.
Yeah, for sure.
But to be friends with this dude, it's like beyond what's natural, and it takes what, on whatever level you perceive God to be, whatever you want to call him, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It takes that in order to make the bind, to make the bond. You know what I'm saying? Because we, so to speak, from what my understanding, we are all made in the image and the likeness of God, and that I like to say that because I don't know where everybody's level of
Mental
spirituality
state
is, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I'm not trying to diss nobody level of spirituality. You understand what I'm saying? Because I went through periods of time where I was unsure about this and I felt like I was sure about something else, and it's, you know what I mean? It's just that kind of that growth thing. So as I started to grow older, man, like I shared with you all earlier, you know, my mom eventually passed. She passed in a house fire, you know what I mean? And I was like, I had to go move with relatives, and they really didn't want me there like that, you know what I mean? So it's a real uncomfortable thing. And the only thing that I had to hold on to, because this is the thing that a lot of people didn't realize in my situation, you know what I mean? I didn't just lose my mom and my house where I was living. I lost my neighborhood. I lost the people that I grew up with. I lost the park that I played basketball with. You know what I mean? I lost my whole community.
You lost your whole,
you know what I'm saying?
everything you
lost
knew.
your life.
I lost my life,
Point. Yeah.
my whole support system, whatever I thought I could lean on to be like, okay, I could be.
Start new.
I lost all of that.
Start
And like, you know, I'm dealing with family members who don't understand that, and in their mind it's just like, okay, we're here to support you. You got to move on. You got to stray. You got to grow. But I'm spiraling. You know what I'm saying? I'm
A
spiraling.
lot of people don't realize when you're going through something as traumatic as having to start your life over from scratch that you are spiraling for a long time after you've already started over. Like,
Yeah.
it was a long time before I realized that I was actually okay, and every day somebody was like, you're okay, you're gonna do it, you're doing great, you can do it. But they don't realize that mentally I'm still here, and y'all want me to be here already. And it doesn't work like that. It doesn't happen overnight like that.
Absolutely, not at all. And so I always felt like out of all of my family that I had my grandfather and my grandmother, you know what I mean? And on the inside of me, I knew that once my grandfather passed away, once my grandmother passed away, then I was going to kind of be like, nobody really was going to be dealing with me, you know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I was like, I got to start a family. I'm being 100, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I got to start my own family, and I got to figure out life on my own, you know what I mean? So, you know, I had gotten married, started having kids, and when I got married, she introduced me to basically church, you know what I mean? And this is me. I'm coming out of the streets. I'm coming from, like, I literally 2 weeks ago, I just had a whole brick in my hand, quarter brick in my hand. You know what I'm saying? Now, 2 weeks later, I'm in church. No
And
cap.
Life can happen. Life will do that to you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
real quick.
And
Life will do that.
It was crazy because because I'm from Miami. I was with my homeboys. We in the club, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? We doing our thing or whatever. You know, niggas spending money doing their thing, whatever. And everybody know how the story goes. Niggas in the club over there in the corner like, these fuck niggas, I want, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, now we in a situation, we fighting. So it's like 7 of us. And it's like dang near the whole club. Luckily, I had one homeboy who was a police in that, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, you know, he was one of us, but he was a police. Yeah. But anyway. And I remember just being in that situation, and I was just like, I was a lot smaller than I am now. So like I got snatched up, even though I got my hands, I'm running it. You got bouncers that's 250 pounds, you know what I mean? 6'6", bro.
Do
like,
that. They go
I'm limited, you know what I'm saying? Like I can fight like a lion all I want to, but these are the odds that I'm against, you know what I'm saying? So long story short, I get pulled into the DJ booth. It's like 7 niggas in that job. I'm fighting for my life, and I'm just like, Lord, if you get me out of this, I'll leave it all behind. You know what I mean? I'll walk away. I promise you, I'll walk away. You know what I'm saying? And maybe 30 seconds after that, I had a homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Reggie Lee. My homeboy used to play for the Philadelphia Eagles, play linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles. This nigga busted in, boom, niggas going flying. Get off my dog, get off my dog. He pulled me up out of there, you know what I mean? We get out of there. Literally like 2 days later, my nigga, 2 days later, I left out of there and moved back to my grandma's house. I called my granddad like the next day, like, Dad, I need to come back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to come back home. It's like, all right, come on. I had a 1973 Chevy. Could have it. I walked away from the house that I was staying in with my chain, and I had about like $5,000 in cash. And I walked away from it all. Met the girl that I married. We started getting in the church. And while I'm sitting in church, everybody, if you ever been in church, you done heard the preacher preaching, you like, dang, this nigga talking to me?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You hear that, you like, dang, this nigga talking to me, bro.
No cap.
Like, it's crazy. Like, man, come on, man. I ain't finna be sitting in here. This nigga, like, you know what I'm saying, going through my pockets like that. You know what I'm saying? And that was the start of it all. And then, you know, just having that communication and not, like I said, I ain't have no wild apparition with God showing up and saying, walk this way and walk that way. It's just you get them little nudges. You ever been, you about to go do something, and then you get that
And
feeling.
you
It's just
start-
like,
you just like,
ah,
no,
like,
let me
nah,
not do that. Let me go home.
you ain't finna
Let's
do
fix
that.
fuck
Game
down
plan,
real
dog.
quick. Yeah.
That's how I started to like, is this God talking to me, or what I understood or perceived to be God? You know what I'm saying? Is God talking to me? You know what I mean? And then there was a couple of instances where I'm with my homeboys still, and it's like, do I go? You know what I mean? It was one particular instance. I tell you, they had the Martin Luther King parade. You know what I mean? And we was on 4-wheelers, like in Miami, we act crazy during that time. You know what I mean? And I saw the police following us, and they had the helicopter in the air and everything. You know what I'm saying? And we ducked off and went to like my grandparents' house. We in the house. I'm like, dang, crazy. Now I'm already married, like got kids. And, you know, I got one kid.
But what was the moment when you heard God, or whatever moment came when you said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the pulpit"?
Man, I think I was, if I could remember correctly, I was sitting in church one Sunday, and I don't remember what the pastor was preaching about, but it was just like this empty chair that was in the pulpit. You know how in the pulpit they be having chairs, these dudes be sitting in these chairs and shit. And so it was one empty chair, and I just kept staring at that chair, staring at that chair. No matter what I would do, look away, go to the bathroom, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear this. I'm going outside for a second. When I came back, I could not get off of that chair. You know what I mean? And I later on understood that to be that this is where you're supposed to be. If I could tell you now, it wasn't supposed to be in that chair, but I'm supposed to be in a capacity to help people to understand what God is trying to do in the earth.
So so as your time as a preacher, right? Was you straight edge? Like, was you the type, like, I ain't doing no extracurricular activities as far as like drinking, smoking, you feel me, swearing? Because, you know, some of them take it to, like,
They do take
the
it to
extent
the
as
extreme
if
in
they
their
still
life.
not regular people.
Man, I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad you said. But go ahead.
I want you to answer this question because it's valid. But how long were you in the ministry?
I was in the ministry from, I'll say like, and I know some of y'all probably younger than this. I don't want to say this like tell my age. But from 1999 to about 2017.
Oh, you put some time in
So,
for
yeah,
real,
you
though.
were.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were like a pastor.
You put some
Okay,
time
yeah.
in. So, yeah,
Put
cut it
some
to,
work in.
yeah,
Listen.
well, there you go. Cut it to us now.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this now. The reason why I'm sitting here, and I probably wouldn't have been sitting here those years back. The reason why I'm sitting here now, and I'll have a drink, or I'll hit the weed. It doesn't bother my spirituality, but the main reason is, how am I going to introduce a Messiah to the world who cannot relate to people? How am I going to introduce a Messiah who cannot relate to, oh, you just not feeling it today, or you got an attitude because you got a flat tire, or, you know, you been through something like this sister been through, or something that how can you not gonna follow somebody who you can't relate to? If a nigga come in here, he trying to give you some game, you gonna be looking at this nigga like,
Come on now.
bro. But
I
the
feel
minute
like
he started
everybody sees God a little different, and everybody has a different type of relationship with
Oh,
God.
okay, yeah. That's
But you
true.
So everyone has, like, even with me, yes, I do identify as lesbian, and I do smoke and I do drink, but I also believe strongly in God. I talk to God every single
That's
day.
what you're saying, right? You were saying you were still being a real human every day.
Every
letting them know
single day.
You
It's
one is
possible,
them, but you
yes.
giving them the word. You feel me?
He hears
What
you and he
read.
knows who you are.
Can I give y'all, and I ain't finna over Bible y'all, but I just want to give you one, and this scripture really changed my life. And I ain't even gonna point out, I want you to search for it. What the Messiah says, now it says that now after John the Baptist was put into prison, it says that the Messiah came and he was preaching, repent for the kingdom is at hand, right? And so little discourse go on and he says, listen, John the Baptist came to y'all. He ain't eat with y'all. He separated himself. He ain't drink with y'all. He ain't smoke with y'all. He wasn't partying with y'all. And y'all said this man the devil. He say, now I come, I eat with y'all, I drink with y'all, I kick it with y'all, I party with y'all. And y'all say that I'm a glutton and a drunkard. He say y'all are like children that play in the market. You can't make up your mind. Now, if this man come and separate himself and say that I'm not this and I'm like, I'm holy and I separate myself, then y'all pick at him and say, oh, he got to have a devil. But if I come and I'm kicking it with you, y'all say I got a devil too. What kind of Messiah do you want?
You can't win for losing. Everything is a catch-22.
That changed my life. That
You
let
hear
me
that,
know.
nigga? Wake up. Did
No,
you hear what he
I
said?
agree with it. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
I-
believe Christians are the biggest hypocrites on this earth, dog.
100%.
They are.
You feel me? And I respect that though. I just wanted to
The
know,
devout
like,
Christian.
you see what I'm saying? Because it be a lot of preachers that do shit behind closed doors, but they won't do that shit in front of your face because people hold them up to be like another superstar. Like
They
they
hold
ain't
them
the
up to
same
a
as
I was
mine.
just talking to my daughter about that today, man. Listen, I've been behind the closed doors. I know what the money grab is about. I know when it's like when the nigga walk in talking about, hey, the Lord told me it's 10 people in here gonna give $100. You know what I'm saying?
like-
I know what it is. I know what it is when you got a fellowship and now they got a guest speaker come over and now this guest speaker running the service and all this other stuff. It's a fundraising scheme. And I know you was gonna ask me about why I got out. It's because when I'm a studier, even to this day, even when I was on my way here, when I was backing in, I was listening to an audio book about this lady like breaking down certain, scriptures and stuff like that. So even to this day, though I'm not in the pulpit every Sunday, I'm an avid studier of the word. You know what I'm saying? Avid, like I'm on that. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm on that, that's why I know I can relate to people. I know what God is trying to do. God is trying to unite everybody. Even from the beginning, he said, listen, I'm going to make to Abraham, he said, I'm going to make of you a great nation of peoples. Not people, but peoples. That means different people from different backgrounds all over. And this is something that the sages have been missing for thousands and hundreds of millions of thousands of years or however long it's been. They've missed the fact that God loves everybody. And there's clues all through it. God loved the world.
All right,
So
for
he gave his son. The world, what you mean?
For sure. So I got a little
Yeah.
bold, crazy little, you feel me, spin to the question in the mix. So
I
you
could
felt
address
like
lesbianism and homosexuality too.
So you felt like you just the place didn't matter where you preach, is about what you preaching.
Yeah.
Because do you feel like the church became more of a circus?
I felt like the church was. I feel like even now to this day that the what they call the church it doesn't live up to what is described and prescribed from the scriptures that they give you every Sunday.
Or old times, right? Because you've been preaching since. I mean, you
You
was
don't
a
say
preacher.
old time like I was back with the 10 Commandments. I wasn't
my
that
bad.
far.
Not like that.
I'm just fucking with
But
you.
I'm
man.
just saying, like, even growing up as a child, it was different, like, compared to then and then now. And I'm only 25, so it's like, I understand the then and the now. So that's why I'm asking you, like, that's how you feel like it changed
It's
to more of
definitely
like
a difference in
a
preachers
money
then and
grab.
I think,
type of
I think
issue.
that, because it started out, you know what I mean? Maybe, okay, say, and I'm going to just make up a scenario. Say a dude starts selling T-shirts because he got a message on the T-shirts, whether it be Black Power or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? He's selling these Black Power T-shirts, and he figured out, like, dang, people like the Black Power T-shirts. I wonder if I could try something else and make more money. You know what I mean? Now he started Black Power, but, fuck the bitches or something like that. You know what I mean? Just to get that. And I feel like the church has kind of done the same thing. They're like, okay, we started out, we're not for the money, but when we ask the people for money, they give us money.
Yeah, because they feel like it's their due diligence.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they feel
Yeah.
like this is what God is asking them to do, or, they'll lay a guilt trip on you. How, you gonna pay your tithe and offering?
But okay, tell me
Like,
this.
what?
That,
Nigga, you tripping.
that part
They
of
be
church
fucking
I
me up
still
with that
never
part.
got. Like, God wants you to pay tithes and offerings, yes. But when people identify as just spiritual or giving tithes and offerings to their goddesses or orishas or people like that, they call it witchcraft or, you know, voodoo magic. And it's like they're giving the same thing. They're offering their god flowers or food or money, the same thing that Christianity's God is asking you to offer him. He wants money, is what the church is saying. Give God money and he's going to see that your tithe, give God your tithe, and he's going to see that you mean well and you're really here for him. All they're doing when it comes to spirituality is doing the same thing, which I identify as Christian, a spiritual Christian, because I know there's a God and I know God is the most powerful God. But at the same time, there's a whole different horizon of what God can do, who God is, and how he can help every single different person. He loves everybody, yes, but he loves everyone differently. Like, does that make sense?
No, wait, before he answers, sorry.
Go ahead.
Before he answers, what the hell is a spiritual Christian?
So I like crystals, and I believe in the vibrations from Mother Earth and everything like that, but I don't pray to Mother Earth. I still pray to Jesus Christ and God every single day. So I'm aware of everything spiritually, but I still every single day pray to God.
All right, so back to what was your question that you had for me? Say it again, because you kind of threw me off when you went to the...
So basically,
It's cool now, because...
So basically, I'm not.
Now you good. Do
I'm
your thing.
not.
Do your thing.
So basically, how are y'all distinguishing between
One God and another?
a spiritual person who prays to orishas and goddesses versus a Christian who prays to God, when both are giving tithes of their own separate kind?
But here's something, man, that a lot of people don't even really understand, man. Listen, God and the God that I serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I mean? The God of old. God always recognized and clarified and identified that there were other gods. You know what I mean? That there were other gods that people were worshiping. That's why he says, I am the Lord your God. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking to the people of Israel, I am your God. Now, these other people, they want to worship Ashtaroth, they want to worship this, they want to worship that. That's fine. They got to deal with what comes with that.
So why don't Christians acknowledge that?
Because they don't know. Most people who sitting in church, most people who call themselves Christians, they're
That's
just...
my point.
No,
Like,
you heard. Go ahead. Say it.
I'm telling you, hey, listen, I got it for you. I'm prepared. He acknowledged, like, there are other gods. If you choose to worship that God, then you cannot rely on me. You got to rely on your God.
Yes, for sure.
See, but the thing is, people aren't satisfied with that, and we as a people, we like to control things. We like to control things. That's why we name our dog. We
So
name
you're
our
saying
like,
people pick and choose which God to worship at which moment. That makes
What?
sense, though.
Nigga.
That
You
makes
gotta
sense,
give the
though.
baby a name, don't
Yeah.
you?
Nah, but I'm saying you don't.
Nah, I get you though.
The thing is, when we name stuff, we have dominion over it. You know what I'm saying? That's why God says, I ain't got no name. When Moses asked him, who did I say sent me? He say, I am that I am. Because you ain't in control of me. I'm going to be whatever I am, whenever I am, and however I am. I'm going to be that. You can't control me. But if I say, you know what I mean? Oh, you are my God, camera stand. You know what I'm saying? Now I got some kind of control. If I want to move that camera stand and put it over there, I'll do that. I don't like you over here, camera stand. I'll put you over here. I don't like this right here. I'm going to put you over here. You know what I mean? When we get our cars, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this Betsy right here. I'm finna put some rims on Betsy.
That's a good example because folks be naming the hell out their car.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some rims on Betsy. Oh, bitch, you better not break down when I'm on 285.
I
You know
still
what I'm
ain't
saying?
got no name for my car because I just be
I talk
thinking
to them
why
like it's a
niggas
person,
be-
but I don't have a
niggas
name
is
for it.
crazy.
I definitely be like, hold on now. Chill out.
Yeah,
Chill
but-
out,
sure.
shorty.
He acknowledged that there were other gods, and you have to choose. Even
Which
Moses
God
said,
you
yeah.
gonna-
Moses said, choose you this day. And I mean, Joshua said, choose you this day. Who you gonna serve? As for me and my house, we're gonna serve the Lord. Now, whatever you want to do, you do that, and that's on you. But don't come crying over here when that shit fall apart. You know what I'm saying? Or,
But a lot of Christians are like, no, there is not that God, this God, that God. There is only one God, and if you're not following that God, then you're not doing the
They
right
said
thing.
it though.
I got
Them
no
is the
sense.
But
uneducated
Man, you God
ones. You
is
see what I'm
Them
saying?
the ones
Wow.
that populate all the churches as well. Them
Yeah,
the ones you can't
understood,
even
but
go
they-
into the house of
So,
God
let me ask
They
you
not
this.
getting the message.
without running
Did
into
you step
ignorant.
down from the ministry, or you just left the church? Do you still consider yourself as a minister? You just don't have a church, or I mean, can you explain that to me? Like, what
I
do you
just
consider yourself as right
again, man. I don't get into all them titles and shit, man, because I done seen people fight over titles.
Mm-hmm.
I done seen people
In the
fight for
church?
like. I done seen people in the church fighting
Well,
over.
churches
Oh,
are messy.
this you know, I'm about to be assistant pastor this or evangelist this or apostle this and bishop that. And man, fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, no matter how it is, if you following the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, nigga, you still gonna have to bow down. Point blank, period. Nigga don't care nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? You don't care nothing about that. You still gonna have to bow down. That's why the word says every knee shall bow, every tongue will confess at a specific point in time. So yeah,
Everybody got their own relationship with God.
you know,
And
and
people should just leave it at that. I think, my opinion.
yeah, I mean, but you know, we called, you know, as far as that, man, again, we're called to build that bond between one another. You know what I'm saying? We're called to build up relationships between one another. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of fucking up relationships. If somebody say something else wrong, I ain't fuck with that person no more, blah, blah, blah. And it's not, it's fucking trivial.
But it's hard to build those relationships with other believers in the same thing you believe in, because just like you said, there are those uneducated or the Christians that don't know any better that are still giving the whole religion the bad name.
Well, I mean, the only thing I can say to that, there are
So
many,
how do you connect with someone like that?
there are many who are called, but there are few of them who are chosen.
I love you.
now?
Only supposed to
On that
connect
note,
with a few.
We're gonna pause it right there.
All right.
You're
So-
only supposed to connect with a few.
That is true. That is
Anybody
definitely
got
true.
anything coming up in the next week that they want to plug, push, anything like that?
Well, y'all come look at this podcast, but
That's a fact. I
there-
fuck with that.
yeah. No, I'm gonna be coming out with my fully launched bartender website. So, if you guys have any type of events, corporate, wedding, divorce parties, if you're the new bachelorette in Atlanta, I got you. Come get a drink.
Nothing.
Nah, I got nothing,
You don't
man.
got nothing to say.
I'm
We
being-
ain't hollering
being-
shit, state from state, none of that type of shit.
Man, I mean, I really don't, yeah. I keep it low key, bro. I
I
keep it
dig
low key,
that.
man.
What you got?
Oh,
Man.
and classes coming soon. Watch out for those. Bartending 101. Come learn how to get people drunk.
I ain't got nothing particular coming up, man. Just day to day for me, man.
What?
Y'all ain't doing
Nigga,
that.
you ain't got
Y'all
nothing
ain't
coming
what
up.
y'all
Gotta
doing.
Work, nigga. That shit.
Besides
that.
work, I mean, that's
hold
a
on,
normal.
hold on. Hey, the birthday
Perfect.
roast coming up. We in connections. I mean, we in plans right now. The birthday roast.
Birthday
Because we put
roast.
yours back. The players ball going back, right?
Yeah, but don't be saying anything.
No, because they need to know. Because
Aight.
they need to step up when your shit come out. They step up.
That shit
Birthday
crazy.
roast coming up, man. Next week. Full details next week. Birthday roast.
That's what we doing. That's
you
what we said.
You bartending for the birthday roast?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
call
gonna lock
me.
the date in.
Okay.
You
Let
gonna be
me
in
know.
town? You gonna be in town? Don't
Let me
Birthday
know.
roast. That's what's coming up. No, we
Okay,
pushing
everybody
that.
good,
Birthday
everybody.
roast.
Okay.
That's what we on.
This has
Send
been
it through.
another.
Send that to whatever you said. Hit us with that new word.
Did you say send it through?
I don't know what the fuck you said. Hit us with that new
We
word.
coming up
gonna
with new
learn it in a couple
catchphrases?
weeks.
No, because I used to be the diabolical.
Yeah, you
But it's
feel
power.
Oh, you talking about celestial?
Yeah, celestial. This is celestial.
celestial. Hit it with it. I mean, end it
I know,
off.
but her name is
Celestial.
This has been another episode of Premeditated Lies Podcast.
Bow.
Oh, that was so
All right, that was.